Expand the window.
Huh?
Expand the window.
Yeah. No, just adjusting this first. Okay. Aloha, everyone. Welcome.
Thank you so much for joining us. I am Master Gina Mizetti, Hardeep Karbanda, and Yana Nuwu
Hello.
for our Tao Healing for Finances practice evening. And when did you want to share your story?
Okay, I can share my story now.
Okay.
It's just a very interesting little thing that happened yesterday and came with a teaching.
Oh, yeah. If everyone can make sure to log in and then say hello to us in the chat so we know who you are and where you are in the world.
Yeah, and how we can serve you today if you have any specific requests. Today we will be practicing a little more with our foundational energy, and then we'll do some practices for our message center.
Which is our finance center.
Our financial center, among many, many other things. It's just that message center teaching of Master Shah's is just has so many layers. It just keeps amazing me. So before that, I wanted to share a very quick little story. So yesterday, since we're in Hawaii, even though I teach at a college, the dress code is very casual. So I went in with my slippers. It's really hot and everything. So yesterday, while I was in class, one of my slippers broke.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not like I carry a spare to work. So one of my slippers broke, but almost at the same time, like within a few minutes of my slippers breaking, I found $18.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I checked my Divine Body Pendulum, because as Divine Healing and Soul Healers, we get a Divine Body Pendulum to check your guidance. What is this, from Divine? What should I do with this money? So first thing, of course, before I asked the teacher who was teaching the class before me, is it yours? Or do you know any of your students who might have dropped it? And she said, no, I have no idea. So I came back to my classroom, I checked my pendulum, what should I do with this money? And then I checked, and the two incidences were connected. My breaking my slippers and finding the money. So after class, Yana and I, she teaches right after me. So she finished her class, and then we drove home. We looked for stores along the way. We stopped at a Ross. And then I went in, tried a few different pairs of slippers. This one was really comfortable and good fit and everything. And it was $17 and something with tax. So, thank you, Divine, and thank you
Thank you, Divine. Thank you.
So the teaching that came in with that is no matter what happens, you are supported. So if something breaks, we get the resources to fix it. So you have to trust that you are supported.
That has been happening so much, so many people recently. It's like everything is just like perfectly in harmony.
Heaven has been sending, heaven is trying to tell us that we just need to trust. Everything is in order, everything is in good timing.
Mm-hmm.
So, just trust. Thank you. Thank you, Heaven.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool thing that happened just yesterday.
So on the line we have Monica. Aloha, Monica. Hi. And we have Katie and O'Reilly. She's from Pennsylvania.
Thank you, Katie, for joining us. So happy to have you here with us.
She said, I am here to learn and grow my finances. Hermes, by the way, huh?
Yay! Her finances what?
Hermes.
Hermes. Oh.
Okay, great.
We'll change that message.
We'll change that message.
We'll change the message.
And Archana is here with us.
Hi, Archana. Love you.
Love you. And Katie also said, I would like to transform my healing career.
Okay.
And Monica says,
Wonderful.
Aloha, I would love financial blessing for me and all those who want to attend all events of our spiritual father, Master Sha.
Yes.
Okay. And Archana says, I would like to receive healing for finding a well-paid job.
Yes, okay, good. Thank you.
Great.
See, that's a very specific request. That's
Great.
wonderful.
Yeah, and Auntie Marie is with us.
Oh,
Aloha.
Auntie, hi. Thank you for joining
Aloha.
us.
Great. So welcome everyone. We have a good practice ahead of us, so let us connect first and call in the soul world. So, as usual, we'll use our 4 power techniques. So for your body power, please sit up straight with your feet flat on the ground. If you can sit comfortably with your heels touching, please do so. Otherwise, just feet parallel is fine. Keep your back straight and away from the back of your chair if you're sitting. If you're lying down, that's okay. Just make sure when we chant, you chant silently. We will put our hands in the Soul Light Era Soul Service hand position, which is your left hand in front of your message center, slightly curved. Your right hand in front of your message center, fingers pointed up but slightly bent. Already you can start to feel the energy flowing and your heart starting to open, because this mudra, this hand position, connects your heart to heaven. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, relax your shoulders. For your mind power, visualize golden light in your lower abdomen at this time, filling up your lower abdomen like a big bright ball, like the sun shining in your lower abdomen. And for our soul power, let us say hello to the outer souls. So dear the divine, dear the Tao, dear the source.
Dear the divine, dear the Tao, dear the source.
Dear all of our spiritual mothers and fathers.
Dear all of our spiritual fathers and mothers.
Our heavens teams.
Our heavens teams.
Dear all kinds of healing angels.
Dear all kinds of healing angels.
Archangels.
Archangels.
Buddhas and bodhisattvas.
Buddhas and bodhisattvas.
Lamas, gurus, kahunas.
Lamas, gurus, kahunas.
Holy saints, Tao saints.
Holy saints, Tao saints.
All saints from all traditions.
All saints from all traditions.
Heaven's animals.
Heaven's animals.
And all beings of love and light.
And all beings of love and light.
We love you.
We love you.
Honor you and appreciate you.
Honor you and appreciate you.
Dear the Source Soul Song of love, peace and harmony.
Dear the Source Soul Song of love, peace and harmony.
We love you, honor you and appreciate you.
We love you, honor you and appreciate you.
Please join us.
Please join
Please
us.
support our practice this evening.
Please support our practice this evening.
Help us to open our hearts.
Help us to open our hearts.
To stay grounded and centered.
To
Stay grounded and centered.
And to transform any negative messages
And to transform any negative messages
that are blocking our financial abundance.
that are blocking our financial abundance.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We are so grateful for your presence.
We are so grateful for your presence.
So for our sound power, we will chant the soul song of love, peace and harmony in soul language, in Mandarin Chinese, in English. Yeah, let us do these 3, or should we do all our languages? Okay, let's chant all the languages that we know. And if you don't know Hawaiian and Finnish, please just sing along in any, and Hindi, sing
And
along
Japanese.
in any language of your choice. And Japanese, wow, we're growing. Let us begin.
Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, 心和灵。我爱全人类，万灵融合牧世上，相爱平安和谐，相爱平安和谐。I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Aloha mai ia'u. Aloha kako apau. E pili mai puhuvai kako. Aloha Malielokai. Aloha Malielokai.
Japanese?
Kokoro to tamashi wo aishiteru. Jinrui subete wo aishiteru. Kokoro to tamashi wo Itosu ni shiyo. Ai wa so shite chowa. Ai wa so shite chowa.
We can all sing and finish.
I don't know.
Just know a few words.
I have to teach you all.
Okay.
Rakastan sudantani aselulani. Rakastan koko ihwisputa. Lita sudamet yaseluruktan. Rakas rauhaya harmonia. Rakas rauhaya harmonia.
Hindi?
मुझे प्रेम मेरे दिल और आत्मा से, मुझे प्रेम सारी मानवता से, जोड़ो दिल और आत्मा साथ, प्रेम शांति और एकता, प्रेम शांति और एकता.
How. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all the souls who came. Thank you the source song of love, peace and harmony. So that's a beautiful way to get grounded, open our hearts, even boost our energy a little bit. So we've started all of our practices with this one practice. So has anyone else checked in online?
Yes, we have your grudge.
Your garage? Welcome.
I hope I pronounced your name right. Sorry. She said,
What is
great.
it?
Your garage?
Your grudge.
Kalra.
Says, great morning to you from Mumbai, India. Okay, of course, Sunny will know that.
I'm going to have to learn how to say that.
Yugaraj.
Yugaraj.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us.
And Bhavana is
Hi,
with
Bhavana.
us. Hello, Master Gina, Hardeep, Yana, and also family. Really, really love you.
Okay, welcome. So last week we practiced with our foundational energy centers, because when we can boost and nourish ourselves, it actually affects our financial abundance. If we are depleted, then it's difficult to manifest more abundance in our lives because it's physics. It's almost like physics. Our finances and our Shen Qi Jing, which is soul, heart, mind, energy, and matter, are connected. And also, if you're depleted, then heaven will not bring you more work because they know that you're going to suffer.
Yeah.
If you're looking for more projects or more business or a better job, if you're not taking care of yourself, if your energy is depleted, heaven's not going to bring it to you because it won't help you. You'll only suffer more. So we really do need to start taking care of ourselves, nourishing ourselves, building our foundation. So we'll continue with a little bit of that. We'll do a little more practice with our lower Dantian, which is our postnatal foundational energy center. It's located 1.5 tsun below our navel, and a tsun is the width of the knuckle of your thumb, and then 2.5 tsun inside the body. It's a fist-sized energy center in the front of your lower abdomen. So we will do a little practice to boost our lower dantian, and then we will go on to our message center, and we'll speak a little bit about why we need to boost our message center and why is it so important. I realized, so today I had a kind of a tiring day, but I was also going through a little bit of a low. So on the way here, I chanted to boost my lower abdomen. So not only did I feel more energy, but I started to feel better, more uplifted as well. So our energy and our physical energy and our emotional state are also connected. When our energy is depleted, any little thing that happens can upset us, bring us down more easily. But if we boost our energy, we are stronger and we can feel more uplifted, we can stay more stable as well. So let us start with a little practice to boost our lower dantian, our foundational energy center. So once again, if you are not in your body power, let's get back into our body power. Sit up straight with your feet flat, your back away from your chair. Make sure you're comfortable though, because you don't want to be stiff, so you want to be relaxed. If you need to wiggle your shoulders and neck around and relax them, please do that. So you want to be straight but relaxed. For this practice, we will place our hands right in front of our lower abdomen, sort of like this, one hand in front of the other with a little space between them and a little space between your hands and your body. This is a great hand position to build and to boost energy, to gather energy. So just with this body power, we've already begun the practice, but we will add in our mind power and more. For your mind power, continue to visualize golden light in your lower abdomen, like as if the sun is shining inside your lower abdomen. Bright, radiating golden light. For our soul power, let us speak to the inner, say hello to the inner souls now. So we will say hello to our lower dantian. So dear soul, mind and body,
Dear soul, mind and body
of my lower dantian,
of my lower dantian,
I love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
I love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
You have the power
You have the power
to boost my energy,
To boost my energy,
stamina,
stamina,
vitality,
vitality,
and immunity.
and immunity.
Do a great job.
Do a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the mantra we will be chanting is Jo, which is Mandarin Chinese for the number 9, which vibrates our lower abdomen. So we will also say hello to the mantra. Dear soul, mind, and body
Dear soul, mind and body
of Jo,
of Gio,
I love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
I
I love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
You have the power
You have the power
to vibrate my lower abdomen,
to
vibrate my lower abdomen,
to boost my lower dantian,
to boost my lower dantian,
to boost my energy,
to boost my energy,
stamina,
stamina,
vitality,
vitality,
and immunity.
and immunity.
Do a great job.
Do a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So now let us begin with our sound power. Jo.
Joe.
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 Joe. Joe. Joe. Joe. Joe. Joe. Joe. Joe. Joe. Joe. Joe. Joe. Joe. Joe. Joe. Joe. Joe. Joe, 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 Joe,
Let us sing. Jo, 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 And silently. Continue to visualize the sun shining in your lower abdomen. And out loud. Jo, 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 Jo. 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 Jo, 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 Jo. Jo, 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 Jo. Jo, 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 Jo. Jo, 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 Jo. Jo, 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 How. Thank you. Thank you, the mantra Jo. Thank you, lower abdomen, Dantien. So continue to stay in this condition. Feel your foundational energy. Feel any warmth, any tingling, any vibration in your lower abdomen. Check in. How does your body feel? How does your heart feel? How does your mind feel? Feel free to move around, to stretch, to come back. Feel like everything started to move, all the energy, the cells started to tingle. It's pretty amazing what a short practice can do.
Yeah. So, Sunny, can you explain, for example, Archana had a question about finding a new job, and then another beloved one said, she needs help with her finances. So, can you talk a little bit about how the foundational practices could help one to find a new job? Or
Okay. Thank you, Master Gina. So this is so amazing that what Rhiannon and I found in the last few weeks, that our foundational energy centers, our foundational energy is so strongly connected to what we receive in our life. Just like money in our life, flows in, flows out, the same way energy in our body flows in and flows out. We receive energy from the food we eat, from the sun, from the universe, from heaven, from Mother Earth, and we spend energy on all the things that we do. So our relationship with how we manage our energy, our attitude towards how we manage receiving and giving energy, is also reflected in the way we see receiving and giving money, or receiving and giving service. All of those things are connected. There is this balance of receiving and giving, as you may, a yin and yang balance, as you may call it. So when we are in the flow, we are receiving and giving in balance, and we are also at the same time taking the time and effort to replenish our own store of energy. We're taking care of ourselves. So the same thing is kind of reflected in our finances. What it was like for us was that we were receiving money, but it was just flowing out, and there was no kind of stability in there. We were lacking that stability that kept our finances stable. We would see the money come in and go out, come in and go out, and without any without any groundedness, without any stability, without any saving. So if we wanted to do something new, there was nothing, because everything that came in would just go out. So if we wanted to take on something new, it was difficult, it was very difficult. So when we started to practice with our foundational energy centers, we noticed not only did we, of course, on a physical level it works because you have more energy to do things, to do projects, to take on work, and then heaven starts sending you more. But it also worked on the other levels, that because we shifted our attitude towards how we manage our energy, our attitude towards giving and receiving, just giving us ourselves that care and that love, then starts to reflect in your financial situation as well, in your work situation as well. Did you have anything to add to that, Yana?
Yeah. So somebody says she wants to transform her healing business.
Okay.
Katie, right? I think it's Katie, yes. So this applies to all kind of business, and to me, I actually, was it a few days ago we were with Master Sharon? No, I mean it was just this morning. So I don't remember, it was not this morning. I don't remember when I watched Master Shah on Chanting Channel. It probably could just be one of those replay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I suddenly had this realization, and we all already know, the reason Master Sha can hold so many students because his soul is so big, and his foundational energy
It's so big.
is so big. I've never used my third eye to try to see it, but I could feel it, when you're in Master Sha's presence, when you're in his field, when you're in the same room with him. You just feel his love. Even he doesn't have to say anything to you. You feel it. You feel his presence. You feel his, the weight of his presence was solid, and you can feel it when he talks. You can feel it when he teaches. You can feel it when he teaches. You can feel it when he offers healing. It's very solid. It's like as we were doing the lower dantian practice, I just had that shift. I said to myself, I'm gonna use my complete solid voice to chant and bring all my attention back to here, like just that solidness. Immediately I feel the difference. Earlier I was like Joe, 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 Joe. You can feel the energy scatter, lose. When I bring that attention in, it was solid. Joe, Joe, Joe. It brings in the of course first our sound power is more solid. So if you actually saw the solidness of that Joe become brighter. Then of course the message you bring in from the soul level become more solid. It doesn't get filtered by my mind running somewhere thinking what I want to eat later, or my heart was like, I'm not sure this works, but everybody's practicing. I'm just gonna practice with it along with it. So that alignment itself is not there even just in the practice. And the reason Master Sha was so solid because he's like serious about everything he does, even the word he said, every single word that comes out of him, he's serious about it. He doesn't say things just for the sake of saying it.
Everything is aligned.
Yeah, like what Master Himana was saying, he doesn't do small talk, which is quite it's not a skill. It's a attitude to cultivate, to discipline, to grow, to develop. But come back to what we were saying. The reason Master Sha can hold this many students, have so many followers, can heal so many people, because his foundational energy is really, really big. And as a healer, that is the only way your healing business will thrive. If your foundational energy, I'm not using a literal size, just like an example, is this big, that's how many people you can hold. If it's bigger, you hold more people. If it's very, very big, then you're able to help a lot more people. And then that's what we as healers all strive to develop, that healing ability. But foundational energy is just, that's just it. That's just reality. You have to have that, otherwise you can't help other people. Yeah. And I have shared this before. I remember when I started giving blessing, Tao calligraphy blessing, at the beginning, when I didn't used to practice a lot, one blessing could knock me out for the rest of the day. So that's like, imagine if Divine brings me 5 people for me to heal that day. There's no way I could handle it. I could hurt myself or I could hurt them. So it doesn't matter it's your regular business or your healing business, especially for healers. The foundational energy is really, really the key of your healing power, how many people you can hold. And one of the most important thing is center yourself as you, as a healer. Because the reason we're a healer, we receive divine guidance. If we don't have a solid foundational energy centers, we can't receive those guidance clearly.
Right.
Yeah, and then we can easily be thrown off just because the surrounding people energy is not very positive, or it's not very aligned with our divine presence or downloads or treasures. Then we could throw ourselves off that connection very quickly if we don't have that foundational energy. And that actually applies to your business as well. You have a goal of your business, and there's a reason you have that inspiration to create that business to begin with. Doesn't matter if it's a divine guided business or not. That inspiration comes from somewhere. It comes from your soul. And when you lose that connection with your initial inspiration of creating that business, you can be affected, for example, by other people's words easily, other people's opinion easily. And that's actually a reflection of the foundational energy is not solid enough. You get swayed very quickly by other people's opinion, then you could easily become confused about what exactly your business goal is. Yeah. So that's
true.
just one example of how foundational energy is basically the chi, the resources of our everything in life, including business and finances. That's just it. Okay, so that's my part.
Okay. No, you wanna?
Okay, so
Let's move on to the message.
but the thing is, why do we, for example, use Sunny and me as an example, why do we not do foundational energy practices enough? We knew it was important. We were told so many times the moment we became healers, the first things they taught us in Divine Healing Hands book, they gave you Jing Dans for Lower Dantian, give you Jing Dans for Kundalini, gives you Jing Dan for Message Center and other.
What's a Jing Dan?
Okay, so Jing Dan, for those who are completely new, Jing is golden, and Dan is a light ball. So in Master Sha's teaching, he is able to, since after he became a divine channel, he is able to download a treasure, which is in the form of golden light ball, down to a request of yours. It could be an organ, it could be an energy center, it could be a system, and so on. It could be part of your body as well. Or it could be your business, relationship, and finances. And Master Sha also trains his divine channels, like Master Gina. She's a divine channel. She's able to also download Jingdans for the request of those who needs it to transform. And Jingdan has the frequency of the divine to begin with. So a lot of the things that I say, if I have an organ that is depleted and it's sick, one of the fastest way is not only you clear it, the blockages, you replace it with a divine organ, and in addition to that, you give it a Jingdan, and that Jingdan will just spin it for you. It's like doing a 24/7 practice it for you, and we just have to connect with it every day to develop and transform what we would like to, and that's a Jingdan. So the moment we became Divine Healing Hand Soul Healers, that's what we were told, and from then on, it keep repeated, being told by many people, including Master Sha, foundational energy, but we didn't do it. We did it when we were in the class, and then that was it. Sometimes we feel depleted, we would do it 5 minutes at home and move on. That was not enough, definitely, and we feel we experienced the result and lesson of that this year greatly. So why was that we did not practice? It's like your mind knows, your teacher knows, your teacher told you to do it, but we just didn't do it. That's a blockage, that's karma. We have blockages of something that stop us from doing it. And a lot of us, for Sunny and I particularly, it came back down to self-love. We have blockages on receiving. And so anything that will affect receiving in our life, including receiving energies, we have a blockage on doing it. So not just like physical level, people happy to give you a gift and you actually think about it instead of, oh, I'm so grateful, thank you. Or people give you a compliment. Oh, you're so amazing, you can do this, this, and that. And then you immediately reflect back to, oh, you either give the other person a compliment back right away instead of take a moment, receive that compliment, and take it in. Or any other ways. By putting ourselves down and we think it's humble, you know, so on. So there's a reason at the soul level that we don't do the foundational practice. We didn't do the foundational practice, and that blockage. Usually, I can't say all of us, but I think a lot of us have blockages at the receiving end, which is in our message center. We don't receive enough, and somehow many healers have this very similar blockage on receiving. So today we're going to practice to clear our message center so we can receive. We can open our heart to receive, and we can open our heart not just to receive resources, most importantly, receive divine love. When we experience divine love, we will have all motivations and all needed messages to transform others, because divine love, greatest love, melts all blockages. Let's do invocation first. Okay. We'll speak to our message center first. Dear soul, mind, body of our message center.
Dear soul, mind, and body of our message center.
We love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
We love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
We sincerely and deeply apologize
We sincerely and deeply apologize
to continue to create blockages
that
for
we continue
continuing
to
to
create
creating
blockages
in our message centers
in our message centers
that blocks us from receiving,
that blocks us from receiving,
that blocks us from connecting to the divine.
that blocks us from connecting to divine.
We sincerely apologize
We
We
sincerely apologize
to all the souls
to all the souls
whom our ancestors and us
whom our ancestors and us
have hurt or harmed
have hurt or harmed
in any ways in all lifetimes,
in any way in any lifetime,
especially when we create blockages
especially
when we
have
created
created
blockages
in their message center,
in their message centers,
in their financial centers,
in their financial centers,
or create blockages
or
or
created blockages
that prevent them
that prevent
that
them
prevent them
connecting to the divine.
from connecting
from connecting to
to the
the
divine.
Dear the divine,
Dear the divine,
dear the Tao,
Dear the Tao,
dear the source,
dear the source,
and beyond.
and beyond.
We love you, honor you, and deeply appreciate you.
we love you, honor you, and deeply appreciate you.
We sincerely and deeply apologize
We sincerely and deeply apologize
for separate ourselves from you,
for separating ourselves from you,
for not doing enough practices
For
for
not
doing
doing
enough practices
to continue to remove our soul Shen Qi Jing blockages,
to continue to remove our Shen, Qi, and Jing blockages,
so we can receive pure messages from you,
so we
so
can receive
pure messages from you,
to receive heavenly guidance from you,
to receive heavenly guidance from you,
and to truly bring them down to Mother Earth
and to truly bring them down to Mother Earth.
in our physical life,
In our physical life,
in our business,
in our business,
in our projects,
in our projects,
in our finances,
in our finances,
and all aspects of our life.
and all aspects of our life.
We know in our hearts,
We
know
know
in
in
our
our
hearts
hearts
only ask for forgiveness is not enough.
to only ask for forgiveness is not enough.
We need to serve.
we need to serve.
Today we will chant
Today
Today
we will
we'll
chant
chant
for ourselves,
for ourselves,
for all those on the live stream,
for all joining on the live stream,
and all the souls who are suffering from the same blockages that we experience in our message center.
All the souls who are suffering from the same blockages that we are experiencing in our message centers.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
And for the
Can you explain relatively in short what is Shen Qi and Jing?
Yes. So thank you, Master Gina. So Shen Qi Jing are 3 words from Mandarin Chinese which are used for thousands of years, 5,000 years minimum, in many traditional healing arts, as well as Chinese medicine that we know now, traditional Chinese medicine. So Shen includes soul, heart, and mind. Qi is energy, and Jing is matter. So soul, heart, and mind. Soul, we can some people use the word spirit. Some people in quantum physics, they said spirit is information, is message. So Shen, we can call it spirit, information, or message. They're the same thing. And under Shen includes the mind, the heart and mind. Okay, and our heart is a receiver. It receives the messages from our soul, from other souls, and from the divine, the Tao, the source. And then it gets passed down through our to our heart. Our hearts receive it, and if our hearts are pure, it gets passed right down to our mind. Our mind is a processor. Mind is a consciousness. So our mind would then say, okay, I get your message, and I'll go to work. So whenever we focus our mind, we often say mind power. Where we focus our mind, that's where energy will follow. And where the energy follows, the matter, which is the Jing, will follow. So in Master Sha's teaching, Shen Qi Jing, everything and everyone has Shen Qi Jing, including the inanimate objects like the table, the computer, also has Shen Qi Jing. It has a message to begin with before it gets created on the material level. So, and when our Shen Qi Jing is aligned, our life flows. When our Shen Qi Jings are not aligned, that means there are some kind of blockages somewhere along the way, either in Shen level, which includes soul, heart, mind, and body. So we could have soul blockages, we could have heart blockages, we could have mind blockages. And then as message flows down, if there are blockages at the Shen level, it's gonna create blockages in our energy level. Then when energy gets blocked, matter gets blocked. So that's in short what Shen Qi Jing means and what it does for our health and our finances.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, Master Gina. So, I'm going to come back to my journal. I'm a little scattered. So we will continue with we did the forgiveness practice, and for chanting our sound power, we will chant the greatest love. So for our mind power, please visualize golden lights in your message center. Message center is your heart chakra. It's right between your, it's right in front of, well, right behind your sternum. Okay, right on your chest in the middle. That's where our message center is. Message center is our karma center, So when we have soul, heart, mind blockages, it actually gets stored in message center quite a lot, especially the heart and the soul. It is also our financial center, so when our message center gets blocked, our finances will reflect that. So we would visualize beautiful golden light in our message center. We will also, though, keep our mind in our lower abdomen instead of keeping our mind in our heart center. So you can visualize the golden light here, but we keep our attention, our focus in our lower abdomen as we chant Da-I. Da-I is the greatest love. It's love melts all blockages and transforms all life. So when we have blockages in our message center, first thing we do, love it, and it will melt. The greatest love is a very, very powerful healer. It's a very pure and high vibrational message that is brought down by Master Sha. So by chanting the greatest love, we will clear our blockages in our message center. It goes like Da-I. Da is the greatest. I is love. So we will chant Da-I. For the body power, we can just keep our hands in our lower abdomen, relax in front of it. So we stay grounded as we chant Da-I. And the melody goes Da-I, 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 Da. That's a little low. Raise that melody a little. Da-I, 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 Da-I. Please follow. Da-I, 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 Da-I. We'll chant greatest love. Greatest love, 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 greatest love. We'll chant Da-I silently. Da-I, 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 out loud. Da-I, 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 da-I. We'll chant Da-I opens my message center. 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 Da-I, 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 da-I. We'll turn on all of our treasures for our message center, our message centers. And if you have any greatest love treasures, either a calligraphy that's written onto your heart or other greatest love blessings that you have received, we can all turn them on together and help each other to open our message center further, to clear the blockages in our message centers. Dear all the treasures that we have received, follow me.
Dear all the treasures that we have received,
that can help us open our message centers further.
That can help us to open our message centers further.
Please turn on.
Please
turn on.
Please bless each one that's here in person,
Please bless each one here in person,
as well as all those who are watching on live stream,
as well as those watching on live stream.
Most appropriately, to open our message centers.
To open our message centers.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And we'll continue to chant Da-I. Da-I, 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 Da-I. We'll chant it silently. Da-I, 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 So continue to chant silently and visualize your request. Could be your whole family, could be your healing business or your potential job or your current job or any situation you would like to transform today, visualize them in your message center. And see this beautiful golden light that the treasures are bringing to us. That the divine is continuously sending to us. The divine love. Just melts all that is not flowing slowly away from your request. Regardless it's in the relationship, it's in the soul of your business, finances. Allow it to receive the nourishment from the divine. Allow the light, the golden light, the white light, the rainbow light, the purple light, all colors of light, whatever that divine sends you, that will transform your request. To help it to release the blockages, to melt the blockages, to align the soul of your request to its own soul, the highest, Yuan Shen, the original soul. Lost a word there. To align to its original soul, which is created by the Creator. As it has all the divine love, forgiveness, compassion, and light already. We just need to be aligned with it. Continue to see it in your heart center, in your message center. Dai, 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 dai. We'll chant out loud last time. Dai, 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 dai. How. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, all of our treasures. Thank you, Dai. Thank you, the divine love.
Love you.
Thank you.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you, everyone. This was a really powerful and profound 2 practices. And, just from hearing Sunny's story, and Yanin is practically speaking in flow already. And we have so many things that we can do with these 2 simple practices. We can build our financial foundation. We can build our spiritual foundation. We can build the foundation for a relationship. There are so many things we can do with these 2 simple practices. This is what we love about soul healing, is that the practices are so simple but so profound. They can literally transform every aspect of your life, from your health, your relationships, your intelligence, your spiritual journey, your finances, anything that you can think of. that you want to have more divine connection with. Just begin with these practices. And I was reading in the Immortal Tao text today. One of our line that came up today was practice for 100 days to build a foundation.
Yeah.
So that would be great for all of us to do these practices for 100 days to build our foundation. Already just from doing the earlier practice with the mind intelligence and then the lower dantian and then now, like every time I got clearer and clearer spiritual images in my third eye.
Wow.
So there's a lot going on here, and we're so extremely blessed. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Dao. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Master Sha.
Thank you.
Cannot thank Master Sha enough. It's amazing. So we will close now, right?
Yeah.
7:15.
Let's just see if we have any.
Okay, let me just see what everybody's saying. Andy is sharing, thank you for helping build and transform my spiritual foundation and relationship to heal every aspect of my life. Thank you, Andy, for joining us. Archana, that was one of the most powerful sessions I have sat through. I'm so grateful to Master Gina to guide me and Yana for conducting it.
Thank you.
Katie and O'Reilly share, thank you.
Thank you, Katie.
And Pavana shares, Master Gina and Yana, I have stopped feeling anything in the body during and after any practice, including the foundation practices. My lower part of the body is, where did it go? Is constantly in pain. Any suggestion? Now she's sharing again.
Yeah, the lower dantian and Snow Mountain Bhavna.
And now she's saying, thank you for these beautiful practices. After a long time, I feel something.
Wow.
Yeah, she says she's feeling
That's
something
amazing.
right now.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. The greatest love for everybody who are on the line with us. Oh, Monica shares, greatest gratitude for all wisdom and guidance from heaven. Love you, Yana, Master Gina, and Sunny. Thank you, Master Sha.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shaw.
Right. So, with our whole body full of the greatest gratitude as everybody's expressing, same goes with me. I'm so grateful for being with you, to practice with you, and so grateful for Master Gina
Thank you, Mr.
to
Gina.
be here, allow us to serve at her clinic, to be in her presence. We will say goodbye for now, and on Thursday,
We go to the
Master
center,
Gina will. Are we
We're
going
going
to
to
the
center.
center?
Yeah, I thought you said for the whole.
The 21 days.
Oh, the 21 days?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be at the center on Thursday.
So at the Master Sha Dao Healing Center Honolulu, we're starting a 21-day.
challenge.
Oh, great.
Feel
Okay,
younger.
so
Yeah,
for 3
feel
weeks. Okay.
feel younger,
Happier
happier, and healthier
healthier.
challenge starting from this Thursday, and it will go on for
3 weeks.
3 weeks. So join the challenge. Join us on Thursday at Master Sha's Dao Healing Center Honolulu's webcast. We will be there on Thursday evening, and other than that, we'll
How do they
see.
find the webcast?
Okay, so actually at the the link is not available yet.
They can go to
So,
Facebook.
Yeah, we'll have it on Facebook.
So the link will be on Facebook. If you find Master Sha Dao Healing Center Honolulu's Facebook page, you will see the event
Starting around 6.
Yeah, starting around 6 on Thursday, and it has not been created, but hopefully it'll be created soon. And the registration link will be available in the Facebook event page. If you have any other question, you can call the center.
But it's going to be on Facebook Live video, right?
Yes, actually, it is on. It is going to be on the Facebook Live video.
Yeah.
That's
Starting
very
around
true.
6.
Yeah. So on Master Shadow Healing Center Honolulu's Facebook page, you also see the live video on Thursday, starting at 6. Right. With that, we will give our greatest gratitude, greatest love to the divine, the Tao, the source, to all the holy beings we call in the holy, the saint, animals, and our heavens team and protection team, with 3 love you, 3 thank you, and 3 gong songs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. Gong song, gong song, gong song. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Love you, everyone.
Bye bye.
Aloha.
Aloha.